Ina, Rachel, Sandy, and Eliza always believed that art is not a thing, it is a way. These artists have always been using their hearts as their main instrument in sketching their masterpieces. With deep imagination as well as keen observation, the hidden characteristics of Rhoda, Elaine, Mark, Ina, Janelle, and Daphne were visibly floated over their writings. The acting talents of Sandy and Claire were discovered when they joined and passed the auditions of Sino Ang May Sala. Who could ever forget the characters of Monica Grasa, Ivo, Lola, and the rest? With a magnificent portrayal of Jesslyn, Julian, Ina, Liz, Raymond, Noreen, and Eliza, and with the voices of Michael, Karen, and who could forget Manong Warley. Though they did not bag the first place, for us, they are the winners. Once again, we proved that we deserve to be called dancers when Jesslyn, Sandy, Claire, and Daisy joined the Pinaka 2001 and brought home the bacon. It was December of 2001 when we had our first field trip. Under the care of our biology teacher, Professor Sacro, we somehow strengthened the people that bind us. With that trip, many of us learned and accepted some things more than what we thought to be. From 34, we became 33 when Samuel left us. Then once again, Victor took another journey as he continued his dreams in Canada. That time, we became 32. On our third year, we became worthy and more responsible individuals under the care of our advisor, Professor Pablo. She taught us how to be the best persons that we can be. Deep in our hearts, we would always thank her. In our third year, we experienced how to be confused when the perfect group was divided into two, as Michael and Daphne went to the leaders' party and Ina and Sandy to the A party. Though we know they are all worthy leaders, still we had a very hard time deciding on whom to be supported. Later, we decided to support both and being neutral. Those were the happenings during the SBG Rally 2002. We never imagined Julian, Raymond, and Winlove would portray the role of a lady, for we know that they are the machos of LHS 3. The debaters, Katrina and Ina, and the statisticians of LHS 3, MJ, Mark, and Daphne showed their knowledge at its best as they won first runner-up. We were all very proud when Janelle outdid her opponents in the provincial and regional level of the extemporaneous speaking sponsored by UP Namnama. Her good performance in the said levels made her way to the national level. We do not know if it was really the tradition of our class, but it was only in the third year when we realized that each year one must live and continue his dreams in another place. It wasn't the things that we wanted, but we knew that that was our destiny. It was the month of September when we bid Julian farewell. It was really hard to say goodbye then, but we know it was a decision he made and decided for a long time. We respected him, although it hurt. We supported him along the way. October 2002 when they discovered the talents of LHS3 as ramp models. Janelle, Mago, Jesslyn, Daphne, Raymond, and Mark showed their very own ability to walk on a ramp. That was the time when the beauty of Daphne floated. She joined the Miss Inter-High pageant and won the title. She also became the first high school student to bag the title Miss University. With mixed feelings, the class also supported her along the way. Who wouldn't be proud? Fortunately, after joining Miss Batak, she again won Miss Body Shots. December 2002, we impressed everybody when we became the champion in the Amazing Race, showing them our unbeatable cooperation and bonding as a group. Once again, the quartet of the class, Aizen, Jesslyn, Daisy, and Claire, together with Sandy, Sarah, and Liz, proved that we deserved to be called champion after winning the first place. The Love Month was very memorable for us, for we experienced to join the JS Prom for the very first time. We were flooded with different emotions as we met the very first step to maturity. We were dressed with the most beautiful gowns in town. Everybody was handsome and gorgeous, and we burned the night by dancing on the center stage. Every year we met different challenges in our lives. Many sweats, heartaches, joys and victories, frustration and tears, failures and sacrifices. The inevitable has come. our final year under the wings of our alma mater. Being fourth-year students, we wished that the clock would really run fast so we could reach our final stage. How we wanted to finish our hardships in studying. Unaware day by day, slowly, the time of being together from 1 year to months and finally days. It's time for us to say goodbye. Now the world turned upside down. Now we wish to bring back the old times. How we wish to stop the time and be first-year students again. Well, it's the story of life itself. How ironic the days seem very fast when you're in the middle of happy moments. We cannot imagine continuing our journey without each other. Experiences made us quite mature to analyze more serious things. Inside our home where we learned so many things, it was really hard to say goodbye. We made our last year, every day, worth remembering. When this BG rally came, all was inspired. We showed our cooperation, our unity, and our willingness to help each other. Everybody shared his own task in supporting the Reloaded Party. Unfortunately, Janelle didn't become the president of the SBG, but that served as a very great learning experience for all of us. We learned how to accept defeat, move on, and strive again. As early as July 18, 2003, the newly elected officers were inducted at the Teatro Ilocandia. Most of the leaders came from Lab 4. We were all proud that finally we became worthy leaders in our very own time. 2 years ago, we had our first ever out-of-town trip. With the second time around, the university gave us again a very precious chance. Although unexpected things happened during the trip, we were not stopped to enjoy and to bond as well. From those things, we learned to adjust and accept things as they were. We learned to wipe our tears, to forgive, and to ask for forgiveness. Once again, we proved that our batch belonged to the winning breeds. Our very own statisticians, Daphne, MJ, and Mark with Janelle, became the champions for the provincial statistics quiz. The hidden beauties of Murphy and Marigold were discovered when they joined the Teen Miss UNO 2003. Murphy, after winning the Teen Miss UNO 2003 title, and Marigold as Miss General Assembly, became more confident with themselves. LHS 4, acting as the very proud class, made it again. As expected after Samuel, Victor, Julian, now it's Karen's turn. We really cannot understand why we need to say goodbye to one of our classmates every year. It was really hard to say goodbye to a person you learned to love and care for. But then accepting was the biggest consolation. So the month of November, we again bid farewell to Karen. We shed tears, but we still let her go. During our senior days, it was not always fun. We experienced crying and losing confidence in ourselves. We went through a lot of challenges, but there was a person who made us understand and accept life the way it has always been, tough and mysterious. She was always there ready to understand us. She is our advisor, our second mother, Ma'am Asuncion. This is speed out our fourth-year life. Our 4-year journey will remain in our hearts forever. As we take another step in the ladder of education, as we finally bid farewell, we would like to say thank you to our dear alma mater, the Mariano Marcos State University, University High School, Batak. We waddled our footprints along the route and channels of this institution